Hey guys, are you in the market for a CB radio, or do you need your current CB radio tuned or repaired? Check out Cool Wave CB Service Shop. They're located in the Houston, Texas area and are located off of 610 Loop and North McCarty Street. They have over 25 years of experience, so you can count on them to do a professional, clean job and fulfill your CB needs. You can contact them at 281-451-6991 and let them know the H-Town Trucker sent you.
What's up guys, my name is Jose and today is January 7th. Happy New Year. Well, a lot has happened since the last update. Last video posted back in December 1st. And in that video I was pretty much explaining that, hey, I'm planning on getting a second truck. I already have a driver lined up to start orientation so we can jump into the first truck. Well, that completely fell apart. That didn't happen. And that guy was actually my third guy that was interested. First guy, after the following day, he never returned any calls, so I just went in and scratched that. Reached out to another guy who was interested earlier in the day, and he changed his mind just in the middle of the weekend because he had just gotten hired on with somebody else. So the following week, that's when I got in touch with the third guy who was supposed to start orientation in that video that I was making the announcement in. And I had already scheduled a hotel and everything by that Friday. I sent them the information saying, hey, this is the hotel you're going to stay at. You check in on this day and you check out on that day. And come Monday, I got nothing. Sunday I did reach out to him, but didn't respond, didn't answer my call, so I was like already thinking, oh man, so is he gonna back out? So Monday comes, I'm at home, I'm still at home, and I call the front office, talk to the lady at the front desk. I ask if the driver had showed up. She checks her list, says no, nobody signed in underneath that name, but I'll double check. And her desk is right there, right next to the break room / orientation room. She opens the door, I hear her call out his name, no reply. I'm like, great. That's another week that the truck sat there. So I'm alright. That whole week I'm sitting trying to find another driver. The driver gets a hold of me. He's interested. He tells me that he has experience, but we didn't go into full details. And once I contacted the recruiter saying, hey, so-and-so applied, he goes over the application. He says, okay, he has this many months of Class A experience. Unfortunately, he doesn't qualify. The other experience was Class B. And when the company asks, that you have Class A experience, Class B does not count. I had 7 years of Class B experience driving a water truck, and none of those 7 years count towards Class A. Class A is a different breed. So unfortunately, I had to reach out to the driver and say, hey, unfortunately, we can't get you on board. And I think it was already maybe towards the end of the second week, and the recruiter for the company that I have the truck leased on with reaches out to me and says, hey, I got this guy who's currently driving for the company underneath another owner-operator. But the owner-operator is moving all of his trucks out of the oil field and putting them on with FedEx. Apparently this owner got a huge contract with FedEx, and he's pulling all of his trucks out. Now the driver of one of his trucks wanted to stay in the area because he lives pretty close. So he gave me his information. I reached out to him. We talked, went over the numbers, came to an agreement. And a couple of days later, when I was gonna fly back because I needed to get that truck to work, so I told him, hey, I'll be back in town and we can fill out the lease agreement. And he was wanting to start the following week after Thanksgiving. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. So we got all the paperwork signed out, you know, filled out and everything, so he's good to go to start the following week after Thanksgiving. I'm working up until that Friday or Saturday, I can't recall, and get the truck ready, pull all of my extra personal stuff out, and put it in the storage unit, fly home for a couple of days, actually a little bit longer than that, until I get the new truck that I was planning on purchasing ready. So I think by the time the truck was ready and I finally knew whatever was going, it was already December 4th. But my original plan with this second truck was to go haul crude oil, and that didn't work out. I had two companies in mind. One company was, actually three. One company was, I filled out the application and everything. They were just hard to get a hold of. I couldn't get a hold of a recruiter. Dispatch wasn't able to give me all the information that I wanted. So I said, you know what, scratch that. I'm just gonna apply this other place. Filled out the application, did a background check, talked to the recruiter, no problems. Got a drug test taken, and then nothing. I emailed them back, I called, left voicemails. It's just like, I don't know what happened to the recruiter. Either the recruiter quit or went on vacation, or I have no clue. So I'm like, okay, I need to get this truck on with something. And well, the third option, I started noticing that a lot of their drivers were leaving, and apparently work got slow for them. So I had another backup. Finally got the truck leased on. Don't have any additional equipment, it's just power only, and currently hauling sandboxes. This one's really bad. Give me a second here. These cattle guards are serious on this Warfield. And finally, when I start with this company, I get a message from the recruiter from the second company asking, wanting to do a follow-up. I'm like, already on board with another company, man. It's already a little late. And with the unplanned time off, that's kind of depleted my accounts. So, but I've been here for a couple of weeks now. Things are okay. Was slow at times still, but I was planning to be home for Christmas. That worked out. Had a great Christmas. Had sorry about that, camera cut off, but yeah, I spent Christmas break at home, got to spend time with the family, had a great Christmas. It was nice to be home for a holiday, even though I had to miss Thanksgiving. Later towards the end of that week, we started getting messages from our boss saying, hey, who's planning to come back to work, or when are y'all planning to come back to work? Some of the wells are low on drivers, so we need some drivers to come back, and we need to get a tally of how many drivers we're going to have on hand so we can let the well know. If not, they're going to have to start outsourcing the work to another company. So decided I'd come back on the 29th of December. Came back first day, got I think one load because it came in midday. had to go to the yard to go pick up the truck, get the truck ready a little bit, and I think I did one load that night. But since then, it was pretty much 3 or 2 loads a day, and wow, it was so bizarre to see the Midland, Odessa area just so empty almost. It was like 60% of the owner-operators out here they were all gone. They all went home for the holidays. And traffic on I-20 was great. Getting loads back to back were great. And some of the shippers were just pretty much in and out, except for 1 or 2 shippers where they had a huge problem of overloading drivers. So that was a huge issue. But it's been okay. It's been good. Even today was very eventful. First off, I had a shortage. At that point, I thought I had an electrical short, because when I would hit a bump, the power would just go off for about half a second, and then for about 3 seconds after it had cut off, I wasn't able to accelerate. And I had already gotten to the loader, got loaded, pulled out, and again it cut off. I was like, all right, let me see if I can find it. I called a mechanic, no answer, just in case. I messed around, we're riding around the battery terminal, and I found it. And it would cut on and off, and then it wouldn't cut on at all again. And it was because of this little guy here. It's a 150 amp fuse. That's in the positive side of the battery terminal. Yeah, this finally gave out. I don't know if you can hear it, but it rattles. Yeah. So I couldn't start the truck. Reached out to a buddy of mine who happened to be leaving the lease that I'm leaving now, heading back to the shipper where I was at that point. I reached out to him. He did me the huge favor. Huge shout out to David. David, thank you so much. Yeah, you saved me some coin from having a mechanic come out there to bring that part out to me. Because I was also contemplating, I was like, should I just Uber to the shop and come back? That was another option I was thinking about, but I don't know if I would have been able to get an Uber out in the middle of nowhere at a sand facility. So, thanks, David. Thanks so much. And once I got the part started, no problem since then. That was it. And then later on in the morning, I think when I was delivering that load, I was going through my emails, and I usually get notifications from channels that I'm subscribed to, and one of them happens to be Little Dog. Now, if you don't know who Little Dog is, I'm surprised, because he's a huge YouTube trucker channel. He's got over 800 videos, I believe, and his subscriber count is right around over 24K, and he uploads a lot. Props to you, man, for your schedule of uploading all these videos. Appreciate the content you put out there. But I'm like, it's usually okay. Little Dog uploaded a video. All right, I'm usually, it feels like I'm getting like 10 of those a week. So that's what I'm thinking. It's like Little Dog. I look at it, I see Little Dog. It's like, okay, he uploaded another video. But I happen to look at it a little bit more, and I see that it says Little Dog has subscribed to you. And I was like, what? I was like, am I reading this right? I was like, no way. I was like, is this real account? So that's when I opened the email and see that Yeah, it says Little Dog has subscribed to your channel. He has, I think, 808 videos, and underneath it says the subscriber count, which is over 24K. I do not know the exact amount, but I'm sure it's, I know for sure it's over 24K. Oh, Little Dog, if you're watching this, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate your support, sir. And yeah, that made my day, man. I was like, wow, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video here. And guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for being patient. And keep your head up, keep grinding, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.